So the quote today is from one of my favorites, Stephen Covey. I actually remember when I was in college and I read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It was one of the books that had changed my life. At the time I had an organizer, and it was a Franklin organizer. And then I remember when Covey and Franklin merged, and his system was integrated into my Franklin Quest organizer. I'm dating myself, but don't worry about it. It was an organizer and a planner before everything was digital. And he has a quote, and it was this. It says, "I am not a product of my circumstances. I'm a product of my decisions." And I tell you, I love this quote because it stands in the fact that you are responsible for every decision that you make. When everything, you have a choice. And the reality is kind of like every day we're kind of duped into this idea that life is happening to us. Things are happening to us. And its circumstances are around us, and that it causes us to go down or not be able to get or not have enough or be not enough or not have the opportunity. When in the reality is the fact that what you have in front of you is the ability to make a decision. And that is what's going to produce your life. When something happens to you, what do you decide? You can decide to go down, you can decide to go up. You can decide to keep going, you can decide to stop. You can decide to take the risk, you can decide to play it safe. You can decide that you're worth it, you could decide to, whatever it is. All I'm saying is that you have the ability to make a decision every day in how you live your life, how you stand, where you are in integrity, how your family moves, your finances, your business, every aspect of it, you have the ability to decide. It's inside of you. It's your choices. It's your response. It's your communication. It's your movement. It's your action. Those are the things that you have control over. You can control someone else, but you sure can control how you respond. I can control what you're going to do, but my actions are going to speak to this. Some of us have a code of ethics, and we have a standard of honor, or we have things that we live by. And that's, true and tried, and that's fine. But then in certain areas, what we like to do is we like to compartmentalize it, right? So in this area of my life, I'm straight and I've got it together. In this other area of my life, I'm strong and I have intent and I'm defending it. But when it comes to other areas that you don't want to talk about, when it comes to you, when it comes to your passion, when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to your business, when it comes to your speaking, when it comes to you putting yourself out in front, when it comes to you now all of a sudden you want to shrink, and now you don't have a decision. It's just, these are the circumstances that I was left with. I can't do this because this is how I was brought up. I can't do this because I don't make enough money to do this. I can't do this. No, that's the type of thinking that needs to change. You can do it. Make every decision just one moment at a time. I tell people all the time, I said, you know what? We're going to start where you are, and this is what we can do now. And we're going to do this until what? We can do better. So wherever you are, it is absolutely okay. But just start now with the decision that is in front of you. Could you decide to do better? Could you decide to do more? Could you decide to grow further? Could you decide to take a bigger risk? Could you decide to put yourself out there, to believe in yourself, to ask for more, to connect to others, to get a mentor, to volunteer in a space, to get more clients, to ask for the deal, to ask for more money? How do you think they get there? Do you think a baby comes out and is born and all of a sudden says, hey, I'm worth $10,000 a month? No, they start somewhere. They start somewhere, and they also are exposed to something. And so that's what you want to be able to do. Expose yourself to the language, expose yourself to that environment, expose yourself to those books. I hear the excuse, well, I don't have people in my circle that make that much money, so I don't know, where do I find them? Where do they hang out? Where do they network? Where do they eat? Well, right now you can't eat there because of the whole COVID, but you know what I mean. Like, where are they? Where are they Zooming? What are they doing? And maybe you can't get to them, but you sure can read the same books. You sure can be in the same language. You sure can promote in a certain space in a certain way. I want for you to realize that the ability for you to have choice is one of the greatest powers that you have. Because every time you make a choice and you understand that you're responsible for it, then you can be one step closer to your success. And that's what I want for you. I want you to live in the success that you're destined for. Begin to make the choice. And I ask you today to choose you.